Paul, there was a report today on the website Axios about Trump supposedly being obsessed with Amazon and wanting to go after it. It's maybe sent the stock down of Amazon quite a bit. Here's what you wrote in 2014 about Amazon. This was in relation, of course, to that dispute with Hachette, the books. Don't tell me that Amazon is giving consumers what they want or that it has earned its position. What matters is whether it has too much power and is abusing that power. Well, it does. And it is. So is Trump right? Is it time to go after Amazon?
I mean, the trouble is, as so often happens, Amazon is in some ways a bad actor. Certainly it's been exerting market power and a bunch of stuff. Of course, what Trump has against it, what he claims to have against it, is he thinks it doesn't pay taxes, which is not true. And what he really has against it is the Washington Post, right? That Jeff Bezos owns the Washington Post, and which is not friendly to Trump. So there are real issues with Amazon, but not the ones that Trump is going after.
Well, but what could legally the U.S. do? How would it go after Amazon from an antitrust perspective, from a utility regulation standpoint? What do you think?
Antitrust is the obvious point, and there are surely reasonable antitrust issues. There's lots of, you have to define markets and so on, but there's lots of, actually, I would say that Amazon has a lot of monopsony power. It is so, the opposite of monopoly. It's the sole buyer. So much of the book trade runs through, so much of a lot of content trade runs through Amazon that Amazon has too much power to push down prices, to discriminate against sellers, yeah, a lot of stuff. Also, Amazon is in large part a utility now. They make a lot of their money off their server farms and their cloud, not off their retail. So you can imagine all kinds of reasonable things we could do. You can't imagine this administration doing them, but that's another story.
Well, another gripe that the president has against Amazon is that he talks with a lot of real estate guys. That's his forte, right? And they're all talking about how Amazon put retailers out of business, which means that they don't have tenants anymore. So that's a factor too, which, the retail industry is hurting as a result of Amazon. Yeah,
it is. But that is actually, I'm afraid, that's kind of valid technological change. I'm an Amazon Prime customer. People are going to do a lot of shopping online, whether or not it's Amazon. Brick and mortar stores are going to play a smaller role in our economy than they used to, for very good reasons, and that's. You're not going to. That's not misbehavior. There are plenty of things that are, but that's not one of them.